You're listening to Carolina Forest Panther football on the Carolina Forest Panther Football Network. And it starts right now.
Good evening, creatures of the night, and welcome to Friday Night Frights. We are in the city of Halloween, where the 8-1 Panthers get set to take on the 2-7 Conway Tigers in the city of Halloween, aka Conway, South Carolina.
You're stuttering as much as I do in my TikTok videos right now.
I was trying to have a good opening. I failed miserably. I'm sorry. I was trying to do punny stuff, which I will still do tonight. But, yes, my name is Brandon Biskobing. We will be bringing you all of the terrifying action tonight. Well, terrifying for Conway.
Who knows, man?
Joining me, as usual, is Miles Mauder. And, Miles, first off, let's talk a little something about Horry County. Get your act together.
Totally.
Everyone else in the state, well, not everyone else, but
mostly everybody else.
Mostly everyone else in the state of South Carolina played last night, so everyone can have Halloween off. All of the Charleston teams, a lot of the Columbia teams played last night. Come on, let's get this right.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much to me, to be honest, but I get why people want Halloween to not be a thing on, like, for us not to play on Halloween. But, like, it is Friday.
It is. So, they're doing the national anthem early, so we will step aside real quick for the national anthem, and then we will be back to get this final game of the 2025 regular season underway here on the Carolina Forest Panther Football Network.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Tony McAfee, right here in Carolina Forest, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Tony and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Tony McAfee, it's easy to switch and save. Just give him a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Looking for big flavor in southern Looking for big flavor in southern hospitality? Welcome to Logan's Roadhouse. From USDA choice Midwestern beef, hand cut and aged in-house, to mesquite grilled chicken and fall off the bone ribs, freshness and flavor come first. Our rolls baked every 8 minutes. Open 7 days a week with 2 convenient locations: Myrtle Beach on Oak Forest Drive and North Myrtle Beach on Highway 17, right across from Alligator Adventure. Dine in, order online, or grab it to go. Don't forget a Roadhouse tea while you wait. No matter how far you've traveled, or if you're just down the road, get on the road to Logan's Roadhouse. We'll see you soon. Sweet! Touchdown Panthers! This offense is really heating up, just like Swig and Swine Barbecue, boasting a starting lineup that includes slow-smoked pulled pork, brisket, ribs, chicken, and turkey, plus all-star sides and desserts that are a touchdown every time. All served up with genuine hospitality from a championship team proud to be part of Carolina Forest Panther Nation. Swig and Swine always delivers a winning mix of quality, flavor, and community. Score big next time by huddling up at any Swig and Swine location and chalk one up in the win column.
Welcome back, and we are just a few minutes away from kickoff here in the Battle of 501, the big rivalry game between the Conway Tigers and the Carolina Forest Panthers. And first, before we get to this one, obviously the big game last week, Myrtle Beach, the region championship game. And the Panthers, while they started off not really weak, but it was a close game in the first half, Panthers dominated.
That is it seems to become a normal thing in big games for Panthers.
Yes, especially against Myrtle Beach the last couple of years.
Is that he looked so-so in the first half. I'm not going to say bad at all,
Yeah.
but it's like mediocre-ish. And then once they go to halftime, I don't know if it's like a ginormous halftime speech or what. Get some going.
It's some sort of adjustment.
But they get going like quick and fast, and they go in there and put 40 points up in 2 quarters, and nobody knows what happens, nobody knows what they do, and they just go there.
Yeah. More than likely that will not be the case tonight, though, because, like I mentioned in the opening, Conway is 2-7 at the bottom of Region 6 5A. They're tied with North Myrtle Beach and Soccer with only one win apiece in region play. Conway getting theirs over North Myrtle Beach. And Conway and then Soccer proceeded to get their one region game against Conway last week. So yeah, I have a feeling that this game should be a dominating performance by the Panthers. So this one should go by pretty quick. Let's just put it that way.
Looking at these rankings right now, as we're going through this note, that dang media poll.
Yeah. So in every other poll in the state, the Panthers are ranked in some form or another. In the Max Prep State poll, they're ranked 7th. In the Class 5A poll, they're ranked 5th. In 10 matches, they're 13th. Sports Illustrated 20th, and High School Sports Report 7th. But yeah, like you mentioned, the media poll for 5A still only receiving votes. But that doesn't really matter because in the RPI on Max Prep, which is the only thing that really matters for playoff seeding, the Panthers are the top team in Division 1, at least in the lower. And so, like we mentioned in the open, pretty much everyone else played last night. And so all the teams that matter for potential seeding for the Panthers played last night. As of right now, looking at the RPI, the Panthers would face the winner of Fort Dorchester and Lexington 8 and 9 in a couple of weeks, right in the second round. Last night, Lexington lost to River Bluff 38-17. Fort Dorchester lost to Somerville 37-40. So both teams against presumably, higher seeded opponents lost pretty handily. So Panthers have a very good path towards having at least a little bit of a playoff this season. But that's looking forward to a couple of weeks from now. Presumably next week, they will have a first round bye. As long as they win this game, they will have a first round bye and have the entire playoffs up until the state championship game be at Panther Stadium. That would also be nice.
I know we're going to talk about this later, but I had no idea they have a player for
Who? Oh, Conway? Yes. We'll talk about that at halftime. One other thing to mention about the Panthers going into this one, and with how we talked about the Panthers offense going into the season, we thought there might be a bit of a slump because of the offensive line. I'm astounded at how well this offense has played and how dynamic they've been all season. Already in 9 games, this is the fourth most points scored by a Panthers team in program history.
I'm going to put that most.
Yeah. Well, and the fact that they've had the multi-dimensional offense, it hasn't just been run.
Yeah. I think with Coach Green
Yeah,
pass,
yeah,
pass.
yeah.
And
It's helped.
the offense has evolved. Kevin Long looks like a great quarterback this year. And everything looks great going into this game with the offense.
And presumably, considering what you would expect with how dynamic this offense is and with how poor Conway is, more than likely after this game, this team will move up to the number 2 slot in the program for most points scored, because the other two teams right above them is 2023 at 427, which is 37 points higher than what they have currently. And then 2022 at 431. So that would be, they would need to score at least 42 points in order to eclipse 2026. And that's only in 10 games.
Yeah.
Both of those teams made it to the state quarterfinals. So played 13 games.
Yeah. We definitely gonna beat that by the end of this year.
Yeah.
But we might even beat it before we get to the playoffs.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Insane.
We may beat that tonight. Now, 2019, I don't think they're going to catch up.
That's 2019.
626 points. I don't think they're going to get quite that. But just the fact that they have scored that many points in only 9 games is amazing.
It is.
One thing to look at for Conway going into this game defensively, and it'll be very interesting to see how the Panthers secondary faces him, especially considering how well the Panthers secondary has played all season, is Jordan Jenkins. He has a couple of offers from Division I programs. Offers from Citadel, Wofford, and Durham.
Interesting.
So he's the focal point of the Conway offense for sure.
He's not inactive with concussion like
No.
like Michael Cohen
No,
last week.
not at least not that I've heard.
I feel like that's honestly the only reason where we as
Bad as they did last
rough as
week.
they did in the second half last week.
Well, that whole game was still weird with them running the gate formation every play.
I wonder if Conway watched that game.
Yeah.
They might decide, let's go do this weird trick play.
Yeah. Not that it really worked as the game progressed.
It did not. It worked early.
Yeah.
It stopped working.
As we are a few minutes away from the start of this final game of the regular season, the Battle of 501. And looking at this rivalry, this is, I know you mentioned it last week that, Myrtle Beach right now is kind of the bigger rival because of how good Myrtle Beach is. But traditionally, this is the rivalry considering how close the two schools are. And it's a tale of two eras. Because obviously when the Panthers first started and, they were a young team, they were a young school, they lost the first 11 games in this rivalry before finally winning their first game in 2010. But in recent history, the Panthers have won the last 4 and 7 of the last 8. So the Panthers have definitely been dominating this rivalry in recent years and look to continue that tonight as the captains are out on the field for the coin toss. Nope.
When you told me that last week, that was not something I knew.
Yeah.
Until I saw you told me that. Got the info I needed.
Is won by Carolina Ford. The Panthers will defer, which is normal for the Panthers. I always like seeing that. So they will receive in the second half. Do we see preparation?
Knowing how they like to start games off, awesome. But again, we play not like
True.
super preparation.
I mean, they didn't need to do it against Wisconsin. soccer team.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
soccer team super funny.
True.
Honestly, they might just do it for the
Exactly.
for the laughs
Yeah.
and giggles.
They might just do it for the lulz.
No,
What?
that was cringe.
You trying to call me old?
No, I'm not trying to. That was.
But yeah, so this is the final game of the regular season, and the Panthers, like we mentioned, have been. This has been an amazing season.
It has. Sorry, it's 6:7 o'clock.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. It's officially 7:30. So let's,
It is. It is. So
let's
we
get
are
this game rolling.
we are just about ready to get set. Pretty sure I know the answer, but let's get keys to the game.
Keep the ball moving, no matter what. Like, you get sacked, keep going at
Yep.
it. Attack that D-line. Just attack them. Even if you're running the ball with Jaron Bud, or you're throwing it out to the side. And then the defense just needs to stay steady. The secondary needs to look out for Jordan Jenkins.
Yeah.
And then just keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah. Give Jaron Fox the ball.
Yeah, totally. Never a bad idea to give Jaron Fox the ball. Watch me somehow jinx it that way.
Hey, we haven't had a broadcast with Jinx yet.
I don't know why you said it. It's
I
about to
know.
come now.
I know. So we are just a few moments away from getting this one underway. Panthers will kick it off.
There's gonna be no
Yeah, I think so.
It could be interesting if they do. I can see it.
John John getting ready to boot it away.
This Conway team is really ready to try to
Well,
win this game.
you gotta think this is their season because more than likely as the kick is up and we are underway here in Conway, fielded at the 15-yard line and taken through. He's gone.
my.
50 and finally getting taken down at the 48-yard line.
I was walking past the Conway team going to the bathroom earlier, and they were just looking at me, taunting me, and
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
I'm like, pay attention to the guys that are on the field. I can't do anything to you.
I believe that was Josiah Fisher on, or excuse me, no, that's wrong side. I believe that was Jared Thomas on the return.
Let's say,
Yeah, no.
switch teams
Yeah.
midway through the game,
Yeah.
or before the game.
Well, I mean, there is one player that switched teams last year.
No, Christian Bird.
Yeah, Christian Bird is now, who was on the Panthers last year, is now with Conway. But yeah, they will mark it down at the 50-yard line, so already halfway down the field is Conway, and whistles are blown right off the bat.
This does not need to be another North Carolina. They're just like running the QB sneak 7,000
Yeah, I thought I heard whistles, but I guess not. It was a QB sneak by Noah Legg, and he'll get a gain of 4. So it'll be 2nd and 6 for Conway. Yes.
I like that.
Shotgun set, heavy set with 2 tight ends. Snap, 3-step drop, rolling out. Oh no, hands it off. And breaking through and finally getting taken down at the 43-yard line is Holmes.
I was talking to Coach Fraser earlier, and he said it felt weird to be on this side of the sideline.
I was just going to say, because I know he played for Conway.
As soon as he got here, he went and talked to everybody he knew that
Yeah.
played for that Conway
Yeah.
team with him. He was excited to be back. As if he would be. If he were.
There are a couple of former Conway players who are now either assistants or head coaches at other Horry County schools, most notably Mickey Wilson. Shotgun set. They'll hand it off again, and getting close to the first down marker. We'll see where it they're going to say just short of the line to gain. So it'll be a 4th and 1. Myrtle Beach.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, he's the head coach. And Conway's going to go for it.
I mean, no reason not
Yeah, they're in Carolina Forest territory. Right. And whistles are blown, and now I think this is going to be a full start on Conway.
What?
No, oh, it's going to be an offsides on the Panthers, so that gives Conway a free first down.
No.
Now move the ball up to the 36-yard line.
Lawrence was halfway on the field. He was about to go over there to that ref.
Snap, hand the ball off, finds a hole, and plows forward to the 30-yard line. No leg on the carry. Looks like they're running an interesting, I wouldn't even call it a wildcat, but both of the quarterbacks on the depth chart, Leg and Makai Canty, are both on the field in the backfield.
Always interesting. And you have
Well, the Conway players are looking over to the sideline for a play call. Handoff, and
sorry, technical difficulties,
yeah, some
people.
technical difficulties, but the Panthers make a big stop right there. And now it is 3rd and 8.
Always interesting when there's tech problems.
Yep. I forgot to hit the button.
That happens. George,
Third and 8. Shotgun set, one wide on the far side. Hands the ball off, trying to plow through the line and getting a gain of around 6, but I don't think that's going to be enough for only. And that'll bring up a 4th and 3.
so this is basic. Are they just doing what North Myrtle Beach did, basically?
Yeah, pretty much. They're just running the ball.
And double quarterbacks.
Which is surprising considering we mentioned one of their wide receivers is getting D1 offers.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Maybe they're scared of Jelani Alicia.
Yeah, maybe so.
That might as well could be the thing.
And also interesting that I'm guessing running back is listed on the depth chart as a quarterback. They'll hand it off to him, and Canty gets destroyed in the backfield.
Absolutely blown up.
That was Ray Cunningham coming from the safety position, and he got into the backfield in a hurry. And that will force the turnover on downs for Conway and give the Panthers the ball for the first time this evening with 7.5 left to go in the first quarter.
See what the offense can do.
Shotgun set, 3 wide on the far side. High snap, hands off to Fox. Fox tries to find a lane, but he will be held up after a gain of, they'll say 3, and it'll be 2nd and 7. Ball on the 35-yard line. Long look over to the sideline for Long. Shotgun set, 3 wide on the far side.
I wonder what the allocation is going to be tonight. Is it going to be mainly run, or
I'm going to assume mainly run, but obviously you'll see a few passes as well. Play clock running down, 7 seconds, gets the snap off, throws it, and he is wide open.
Touchdown.
Nixon Cone takes it to the house on the streak.
That was a blown play, maybe?
That was
I
a
don't know.
blown coverage, absolutely, as Nixon Cone beat his man off the jump and was wide open down the sideline on a streak route, and he scored the Swig and Swine Barbecue Carolina Forest touchdown.
There was a defender only like 15 yards.
Yeah.
There was no defender close to him.
The extra point whistles are blown before it goes up. It'll be an offsides on Conway.
Go for 2.
It's only half the distance to the goal, so doesn't really.
Yeah, there's probably no reason to go for 2, but it would be fun.
Oh, yeah.
There's only 6 minutes to go. There's no in the first. There's no
Yeah.
reason to go for 2 already.
Yeah, no. This early in the game, no. Extra point is up and good. And with 6:41 left to go in the first quarter, Panthers take the early lead. 7-0. Panthers lead it here on the Carolina Forest Panther Football Network.
Sweet! Touchdown Panthers! This offense is really heating up, just like Swig and Swine Barbecue, boasting a starting lineup that includes slow-smoked pulled pork, brisket, ribs, chicken, and turkey, plus all-star sides and desserts that are a touchdown every time. All served up with genuine hospitality from a championship team proud to be part of Carolina Forest Panther Nation. Swig and Swine always delivers a winning mix of quality, flavor, and community. Score big next time by huddling up at any Swig and Swine location and chalk one up in the win column.
Panthers lead it early 7-0 here in Conway. As Keon Jan kicks it away. And it'll be a short kick, fair caught at the 26-yard line.
I'm surprised there aren't as many people here as I thought there were going to be.
Yeah, it's about, I would say, maybe a little under half full on the Conway side. On the Carolina Forest side, maybe about the same. Yeah, I'm surprised, especially with this, like we talked about. Yeah, it's not the biggest rivalry in terms of matchups, but it's still the final game of the season. It's a rivalry game. I guess everyone would rather be going trick-or-treating.
I am not going to answer that question because I might be rather want to be trick-or-treating. So he must also still be a quarterback.
Yeah, because he runs the quarterback as well, as he'll hand it off. Canty hands it off to Only for a gain of about 3, bringing up 2nd and 7.
Do they even have a running back in the game?
Not right now, they don't.
They seem to have both quarterbacks.
Yeah.
It might work, it might not work. I don't know. See how it goes all night.
Excuse me. Well, I can't even really tell who's supposed to. Okay, now they show Leg is the quarterback.
No.
He'll keep it. Oh, no. Flips
Sack.
it out and a sack. Matthew shook him all night long on that sack. And that is a huge loss for Conway, bringing up a 3rd and 16.
He was ready for him to be the quarterback.
Yeah.
If that went to Leg, that wouldn't have been a harder sack for Shook.
Once again, both Leg. Actually, no, that is Only out there now in the backfield with Canty. They take the snap and he's down again. And they'll blow it dead at around the 10-yard line. And this drive has been all backwards for Conway. It is now a 4th and from here to about Transylvania.
Ha ha. Hey, I see some people dressed up. I'm not the only person that's dressed up.
Conway will punt it away from their own goal line.
Block that kick. I think the last time I was here for
High
JV
snap.
last year, they blocked the kick.
They will get the kickoff. This time it's fielded at the 47-yard line, and McDowell finds a hole. He's still going, still on his feet. Touchdown,
Tutty!
Panthers.
There's a flag.
There is a flag, however. This one's coming back, I think.
It's coming back, but Brady's had a lot of those
Oh,
this
yeah.
year. He had one that actually stands,
Yeah.
but he's had a lot that's called
Yeah,
back.
he's had a couple that have been called back due to holdings.
And he is a really good kick returner.
Yeah.
Morris looks confused and angry at the same time.
I mean, he's probably not happy with the holding call. So, yeah, it's a holding penalty on the Panthers on the return. So that negates the touchdown. Panthers do get the ball back on offense, but they will start. They will still start in Conway territory at the 35-yard line.
Four receivers. They might want to attack this after that play.
Yeah.
They're going to try to attack this Conway secondary.
Yeah, shotgun set, 3 wide on the near side, 1 on the far side. Long. Takes a snap. Screen pass out to McDowell. McDowell's got some blockers in front of him before finally getting taken down at around the 27-yard line.
$26, $27. I don't see Christian Bird out there, like, at all.
Yeah, trying to see. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's out there currently. Shotgun set, 1 wide on either side. Snap, hands it off to Fox. Fox tries to plow through a blocker, but is taken down at the 19-yard line. But that'll be enough for Tony McAfee State Farm, Carolina for his first down.
I know being the 1 seed, if we win this game, is all great and everything.
Yeah.
But I so much wish we played next week.
Yeah, no, I get that. And there's an argument to be made that it takes away some momentum and whatnot. High snap, hands it off to Fox again. Fox gets taken down at around the 11-yard line, make it to 12. But that'll be another, not quite. It'll be a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. But yeah, there's an argument to be made that, you know, having that week off kind of takes that momentum away. But, you know.
Yeah.
They should be good for at least a decent playoff run this season.
Could go all the way.
Yeah.
This team has the power.
Shotgun set, 1 wide on either side. Long hands it off to Anderson, and he will spin into the end zone for
Tutty.
a touchdown. Jaden Anderson tripped up. The turf monster almost got him to start off the run, but he was able to catch himself and spin his way into the end zone for another Swig and Swine Barbecue Carolina Forest touchdown.
You gotta love when you feel like the play's over and then you create it into something that turns into a touchdown.
The extra point by Jan is up and good.
That happens to me a lot in Madden,
Yeah.
where my player would just like fall over and somehow get up and still get 40 more yards.
Did he miss that?
Did he?
The board hasn't changed yet, so I'm guessing maybe. But so with 2:43 left to go in the first quarter, is 13-0 Panthers lead here on the Carolina Forest Panther Football Network.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Tony McAfee, right here in Carolina Forest, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Tony and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Tony McAfee, it's easy to switch and save. Just give him a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
13-0 with 2:43 left to go in the first quarter. And, yeah, this looks like it's going to be another blowout.
That'll help us get home quicker.
Yeah. Yeah, it will.
I might get to enjoy my Halloween night.
Yeah.
There's the squib.
And squib kick by the Panthers. And Conway does recover.
You gotta love the friendly dab up right there. They were both just like talking trash, and then they went
Yep.
like. That's the love between these two teams.
Refs are discussing something.
Hopefully, it's not the dab up, because that was sportsmanship. That was not.
That was not unsportsmanlike.
That was not unsportsmanlike. It went from being unsportsmanlike to being sportsmanlike. Like,
and the refs are good with whatever discussion they have as Conway takes over on offense at their own 36-yard line.
Conway Twitty.
Shotgun set. They'll hand
he fumbled.
the ball off. The ball's on the ground. And I believe Conway recovered it, but it will be a loss of 2. So it'll be 2nd and 12 for Conway from their own 34-yard line.
It always sucks when they give you a chance.
Oh, yeah. And
Immediately,
then you don't pick it up. Yep.
you immediately fumble it. It's just like first time you see the field all day, and then you drop the ball.
They'll go 2 running back set. 2 wide on the far side, 1 on the near side. They'll throw it this time, trying to go down the near side sideline, but incomplete, trying to get it to Javon Smalls. But there is a flag on the field, and this may be pass interference on the Panthers.
Sorry, I'm flipping this over for 2 seconds. Oh, number 6. That's his number.
So
never mind.
Yeah.
He has been on the field. I thought his number was 4.
No.
But now once I saw 4 running down the field, I realized that was not him. Oh, is that the quarterback?
Can't see the number, but I believe it is. But yes, there is a Conway player down.
I kind of really do like their all black jerseys.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't go that good with the like yellow helmets they have, but like
yeah, if they're going to do all black, then they should get black helmets too.
if there was a different helmet, it would be great.
Yeah. So with the player down, we'll take a quick break while they look at the injured Tiger, and we'll be right back.
Looking for big flavor in Southern hospitality? Welcome to Logan's Roadhouse. From USDA choice Midwestern beef, hand-cut and aged in-house, to mesquite grilled chicken and fall-off-the-bone ribs, freshness and flavor come first. Our rolls, baked every 8 minutes. Open 7 days a week with 2 convenient locations, Myrtle Beach on Oak Forest Drive and North Myrtle Beach on Highway 17, right across from Alligator Adventure. Dine in, order online, or grab it to go. Don't forget a Roadhouse tea while you wait. No matter how far you've traveled, or if you're just down the road, get on the road to Logan's Roadhouse. We'll see you soon.
The Conway player is still down, so unfortunately, looks like he's not looking good right now. And they were very delayed on putting that extra point up on the board. So it is 14-0 Panthers leading it with 1:53 left to go in the first quarter. He is able to get up on his feet. That is number 17, Makai Canty, the quarterback for Conway, walking off on his own power, which is always a good sign.
It's always great when you can walk off on your own power.
Yep. But it'll be interesting to see now, if he's out at least for a little bit, how that impacts this offense, because it seems they've been running with both Legg and Canty. So now Legg is going to be the exclusive quarterback. And there was a pass interference call on the Panthers. I believe it was called on Hayden Collier.
That was a pretty so-so pass interference call right there.
So the Tigers now have a first down at their own 49-yard line. Snap. Keeping himself now pitches it out on the speed option, but the turf monster gets Smalls on the ground for a loss of 2.
Jay Alston.
What I couldn't tell if Alston actually got a hand on him or just the
slightest
threat of him being there tripped up.
He got the slightest
Smalls.
bit of his hand on there, but he got it. That will be a registered tackle for him.
So that'll bring up a 2nd and 12 from the Conway 46.
I should have wore some more layers under this. I'm freezing.
Yeah, luckily for me, I brought my sweatshirt this week. Shotgun set, one wide on the near side. Snap. Running it himself on the design quarterback sneak is Legg, and he'll get taken down at the 50-yard line after a gain of 3.
So he's a more designed run, and then
Yeah.
Canty's more of a passer. So maybe we're about to go.
Now it's going to be
Very
like
run-heavy.
North Myrtle Beach.
Hopefully he can come back in the game, though.
With 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Long look over to the sideline. Play clock running down to 10. Now it looks like they are getting set. Oh, no, it's a direct snap to only, and he'll get taken down, and the ball is out, and the Panthers have it.
They blew the whistle before he got the ball, though.
Okay.
But wait.
And that will end the first quarter. So no indication yet. I believe you are correct. I believe it is still Conway ball, but it will be 4th down when we come back for the start of the second quarter here on the Carolina Forest Panther Football Network.
Sweet! Touchdown Panthers! This offense is really heating up, just like Swig and Swine Barbecue, boasting a starting lineup that includes slow-smoked pulled pork, brisket, ribs, chicken, and turkey, plus all-star sides and desserts that are a touchdown every time. All served up with genuine hospitality from a championship team proud to be part of Carolina Forest Panther Nation. Swig and Swine always delivers a winning mix of quality, flavor, and community. Score big next time by huddling up at any Swig and Swine location and chalk one up in the win column.
Start of the second quarter with Conway with the ball, but a 4th and 8 for the Tigers, and presumably with it being just on the Carolina Forest side of the 50 at the 49-yard line. Presumably they're going to punt it away and give the ball back to Carolina Forest, with the Panthers leading it 14-0.
They seem to be presenting Jordan Jenkins with some award or something.
Ah, okay.
That's what is the extended time right there.
Not all that surprising considering he's getting offers from D1 programs.
It's always fun to get D1 offers.
Yep.
I mean, I don't have any, but I know people who do. Let's see if Brady McDowell can get some reasonable blocks this time.
Get a real return this time.
One that actually counts.
Legg gets set to punt it away. Or actually, that's Brantley Hall who will do the punting. And he is able to get it up. It'll be, oh no, McDowell will let it bounce. It'll take a Carolina Forest bounce and will be downed at the 26-yard line. So a good little backspin bounce for the Panthers. And Carolina Forest comes back on offense looking to extend this 14-0 lead. And like we talked about before, it seems like the only reason why the score isn't bigger for the Panthers is because of how long these drives have been for Conway. Shotgun set 2 wide on the far side. They'll hand it off. McDowell will get the handoff on the jet sweep. Still on his feet. Now tries to cut back. Still on his feet.
Going.
And he's going. Finally getting pulled down from behind at around the 50-yard line for a Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down. They'll mark him down at the Conway 48. That was a great run by Brady McDowell, cutting it back after going to the far side on the jet sweep and finding the lane to make that play into a big one.
He'll say, I'll juke you, I'll stiff arm you.
Yep.
That was all of the things in one play right there.
Shotgun set 2 wide on either side. Long. Take play action pass. Throws it near side to Zincone. Zincone has some blockers, but he'll just step out of bounds at the 32-yard line. But that's another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down.
I know that was a long run, but I feel like the clock is like moving faster than it seems to be.
Maybe so. 11 minutes left to go in the first half.
Because we've only ran 3 plays.
Well, but it's only a minute has come off, so.
I know, but that still feels...
Shotgun set 2 wide on the far side. Long takes a snap. Hands it off to Fox. Fox tries to spin out of a tackle, but is taken down for maybe a loss of half a yard. Good tackle by Jasonte Copley on that one. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
They got Francisco in the backfield, so I don't know if
Well,
this is going to be another...
Not quite in the backfield. He's in the H-back position.
Yeah.
Shotgun set 2 wide on the far side. Play action pass. Throws it far side, and it is incomplete. A little too far for Caden Cole.
That might
that'll
have
bring
been...
up a 3rd and 11.
That might have been the first bad pass I've seen Cam Long throw in, like...
In a couple of games.
In a couple of games. He's been on that good of a track lately.
Shotgun set 2 wide on the far side. Long takes a snap. Play action pass. Throws it near side, and it is completed to Zincone. Zincone trying to stay in bounds, but finally will be forced out, but not before another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down. They will mark him out at the 20-yard line. Zincone has been having a great game thus far tonight.
That one long touchdown,
Yeah.
he's got a couple smaller
catches. Yep.
Sometimes my voice don't want to work.
Shotgun set, 1 wide on either side. Long takes a snap, hands off to Fox. Fox tries to plow his way through a defender and will be forced down at around the 15-yard line. He put a truck stick on Christian Bird right there.
Maybe some pent-up aggression.
Yeah. A little how dare you leave Carolina Forest for Christian.
You leave a winning culture to go to Conway? Like, I don't know, man. It just seems like a weird decision.
Shotgun set, 1 wide on either side. Hands off to Fox again, and this time he will get taken down at around the 12-yard line. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 3.
These poles in this press box are a little bit bigger than the normal poles.
Long look over to the sideline for the Panthers. Shotgun set 2 wide on the far side. Long takes the snap, hands it off to Fox. Fox gets through one blocker and will finally get taken down at the 3-yard line. Just missing out on another touchdown, but that is enough for another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down with 8.5 left to go in the first half. Panthers trying to extend the lead.
Let's see what they go run heavy all this drive.
I
or
would
we gonna
assume
go quick
so.
pass.
Shotgun set 2 wide on the far side. Snap, hands off. Oh no, Long keeps himself on the read option, and he will step his way into the end zone for another Swig and Swine Barbecue Carolina Forest touchdown. Great. I mean, it was kind of a trickeration, you know. Instead of just going straight run, they ran the read option, and Long kept himself for the touchdown.
They did. It was a smart decision.
The extra point by Jan. Is up and good, and with 8:07 left to go in the first half, Panthers extend their lead out to 21 here on the Carolina Forest Panther Football Network.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Tony McAfee, right here in Carolina Forest, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Tony and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Tony McAfee, it's easy to switch and save. Just give him a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Panthers are now only 16 points away from at least tying the 2023 team for most points scored in program history.
Yeah, that 35-14 total I said in my TikTok is going to not be a thing.
A high onside kick for the Panthers is fielded at the 44-yard line by Conway. And that's where the Tigers will start on offense.
This team is really, really good.
Oh, yeah.
Like, surprisingly way better than
we expected
than
going
most
into
people
the
expected.
season.
You lose as many seniors as you did last year. It's just...
Yeah.
But this program with Mark Morris as head coach seems to be...
It's a revolving door where no matter who you put in there, they are always good.
They over-succeed.
Yeah.
Or whatever. That's not the right word, but... False start.
Full start for Conway. Will push the ball back to the 39-yard line.
They seem to have Christian Berg out there also playing receiver.
Yeah, playing on offense as well. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the 39-yard line.
Have they thrown it once to their star wide receiver?
Not that no, I don't think so. Shotgun set, 1 wide on the far side. They'll take the snap, and a third quarterback in there. That was actually Javon Smalls as the quarterback there, and he will get sacked for a loss of 2. Make that 3, and it will be a 2nd and about 18 or 20? Yeah, 20.
Third sack of the game already.
Yeah, this offensive or defensive front for the Panthers has been getting into the backfield very quickly against Conway.
They're definitely on top of it. I can tell you that much.
Long look over to the sideline, and Conway's going to have to call a timeout with the play clock running down. 7:16 left to go in the first half, and the Panthers lead at 21-0. Some miscommunication or something there by Conway, where they couldn't get the play in, and they had to call a timeout.
That's probably what happens when your number one quarterback goes down. They probably don't know kind of really how to run the offense as good as he can.
And it looked like while Legg was out there, Javon Smalls was also right there. So it seems like we've had two very interesting offenses to see the last couple of weeks. Myrtle Beach last week with the gate formations, and now Conway with kind of a wildcat look where there are multiple guys that can play quarterback.
It seems very interesting. And it seems to work, too. Not as much for this Conway team, but it worked pretty well for Myrtle Beach last week.
At least in the beginning when you're not used to seeing it. It's kind of like when a more traditional team goes up against Army and Navy, where they're not used to seeing the triple option. So it takes some getting used to. Yes, Smalls is still in there at the quarterback position. Shotgun set, too wide on the far side. He'll take the snap, 3-step drop. He'll loft it up into the air, and this one may get picked, and it is! Interception for the... Oh, no, they'll say he dropped it.
He almost had it. If he wasn't falling backward, he would have had that ball.
Ray Cunningham with the interception attempt, and as soon as Smalls threw that, it was such a high lofting pass.
Yeah.
You could tell that a Panther was going to get underneath it, and Cunningham did. He was just not able to pull it down as he was falling. So a lucky break for Conway. It is still 3rd and a mile.
3rd and all the way back to Carolina Forest.
Yep, 3rd and 23. Shotgun set, too wide on the near side. Snap, hands the ball off, and this time nowhere to go. Proud Panthers take the running back down for no gain. That was only on the carry.
So they're running their wide receiver, Javion Smalls, out there at quarterback.
Yep.
Now.
Yep.
Do they just not trust the throw power of
guess not. What's especially weird...
Legg?
What's especially weird is I thought I saw Legg in the H-back position a couple of plays ago.
Maybe it's that weird tight end situation like North Myrtle.
Maybe so.
Except they have him listed as a quarterback.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And they also originally had him listed as the punter, but Brantley Hall seems to be doing the punting for Conway tonight as whistles are blown, and looks like this may be a false start.
In the town of Halloween. We're going to walk into the town of Halloween and take over the town of Halloween.
Absolutely.
That's where we're going after, right, Brandon? Downtown Conway?
Yep. That'll push them back all the way back to the 27-yard line.
False starts.
Yep.
They kill you, man. That's what kills the Browns half the week.
You would know.
I would know.
Hall gets a high snap, is able to get the punt off. McDowell has to run in to make the catch, and he'll get walloped at the 48-yard line.
I don't think he knows where he is. He does not look like he knows where he is.
And that's where the Panthers will start on offense once again, only having to drive half the field to score another touchdown with just under 6 minutes left to go in the first half, already up 21-0.
Brady is limping over the sideline.
Not a good sign for the Panthers, although you have plenty of other options in the passing game. Andrew Shoup now out on the field. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the far side. They'll run the jet sweep, hands it off to to Cole, and he will get taken down for a gain of 1. Trying to use Caden Cole this time on the jet sweep, and he was not quite able to do what Brady McDowell was.
I don't think many people could do what Brady McDowell did on that play.
No.
Are they considering that a pass?
Yeah, I would assume because it was he flipped it forward.
Oh, what is this? What is the penalty?
I did not see what the penalty was, but they're marching the Panthers back. I'm assuming it's a holding call because they march them back 10 yards. So it'll be 1st and 20. Shotgun set, 2 wide on either side. Long, takes the snap, 2-step drop, looks near side, passes it to Zincone. Zincone's got coverage. He's got no one in front of him. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Panthers.
What a play by Nick Zincone.
Another Swig and Swine Barbecue Carolina Forest touchdown. And Zincone just needed a couple of blockers on that. Not really a screen per se, but just a short little slant route for Zincone. And as long as he had some blockers in front of him, he was taking it to the house.
I know it's only the second quarter, but these Conway players do not look happy.
Yeah.
At all.
Well, why would they?
I know. But if I was them, I'd say, we still have 2 more quarters. Give me some hope. It's good.
The extra point is up and good, and with 5:24 left to go in the first half, Panthers already leading it 28-0. We'll take a quick break and come right back with more Carolina Forest Panther football action.
Looking for big flavor in Southern hospitality? Welcome to Logan's Roadhouse. From USDA choice Midwestern beef, hand-cut and aged in-house, to mesquite grilled chicken and fall-off-the-bone ribs, freshness and flavor come first. Our rolls, baked every 8 minutes. Open 7 days a week with 2 convenient locations, Myrtle Beach on Oak Forest Drive and North Myrtle Beach on Highway 17, right across from Alligator Adventure. Dine in, order online, or grab it to go. Don't forget a Roadhouse tea while you wait. No matter how far you've traveled, or if you're just down the road, get on the road to Logan's Roadhouse. We'll see you soon.
28-0 Panthers lead it with 5:24 left to go in the first half. Probably won't quite be as dominant or as quick of a second half as it was in the St. James game when they were already past the mark for a running clock. But this still is a dominant performance by the Panthers thus far. As the kickoff is fielded and taken down to the 31-yard line. So that's where Conway will start on offense.
I clicked the wrong button on Twitter.
Nice job. What do you do?
I went to hit the post button, and instead I hit, like, the extra, like, put it under the thing. So I had to go rewrite the whole entire thing.
Nice job. Shotgun set, hands the ball off, and that'll only be a gain of 1.
I know this kid is probably really talented, but if I was a school and I was watching this game right now, I would not offer Jordan Jenkins.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him, to be honest.
I it's probably as a result of, more like 7-on-7 type stuff and whatnot.
But they're just not able to get him the ball.
Yeah. Bringing in Javon Smalls once again. Although it looks like now Noah Legg is the quarterback. They'll hand the ball off. Oh, no. I don't even know what that was.
Where'd the flag? Why are we throwing flags? You look about. I'm not gonna be mean to the refs.
We'll wait to see what the call is.
But I really do think that was pretty bad.
It might be. It looks like it might be on Conway though.
Pass interference.
Oh no! It's
Defense.
It's gonna be a pass interference on the Panthers.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 2.
Yep, on Alicia.
You can hear the boos.
Yeah, the Panther fans on this side of the field are not happy about that call. But that will move the ball all the way up to the Conway 49-yard line.
Maybe that was their whole plan all along. Use them as a decoy so you can get pass interference calls.
Legg is the quarterback once again now. They'll run the fake jet sweep. Legg keeps it himself and will get taken down after a gain of 2. Actually, they'll mark it down at the Panther 48, so it'll be a gain of 3. And yeah, this game reminds me of the North Myrtle Beach game where it's just all run for Conway. They do not trust I'm assuming the arm of Legg.
Yeah, because if they're throwing it, it's with the receiver.
Yeah. Shotgun set 1 wide on the far side. Legg takes a tap. Once again, the design quarterback sneak, and he'll get taken down right at the line of scrimmage. For no gain, it'll be 3rd and 8. Three and a half minutes left to go in the first half. Panthers lead at 28-0.
I wonder if we can get to that 42-point threshold.
Probably not in the first half. You might see it in the third quarter.
I guarantee you we aren't getting it before halftime.
Yeah.
Unless it's like interception, touchdown immediately, interception.
And a flea flicker and running it, trying to get to the near side sideline is Smalls, but he'll get tripped up and pushed out of bounds after a gain of 1. And that'll be 4th down for Conway. Interesting decision there. Legg flipped it back to Smalls, who instead of throwing it, decided to run it.
I don't know. It's probably thought of to be a smarter decision, but it didn't really pay out.
Trying to do anything to move the ball is Conway, and just nothing's working because the Panther defense is on top of it. And now they'll have to punt it away once again.
Maybe Christian Bird left because they're using him as an all guy, and we use him as
defensive exclusively.
As basically a nothing guy.
Yeah.
That's gonna
High snap. Punt almost gets blocked, but he does get it away. And McDowell will let it roll. It'll take a Conway bounce and will be down at the 7-yard line. So Panthers will have to drive almost the length of the field in order to score again and extend this lead out to 35 with 2:50 left to go in the first half.
We're going to score again.
With how dynamic this offense has been thus far tonight and throughout the entire season, 2 minutes and 50 seconds is plenty of time for them to score again. Shotgun set 2 wide on either side. Long takes the snap, play action, screen passes, or a slant route is caught by Tashawn Granger. That was a low throw, and Granger did a great job diving down to make that catch. And that'll bring up 2nd and...
maybe 9?
Yeah.
Great effort, though,
there
by Tashawn Granger.
Oh, they originally ruled it a completion, but then went back and decided that I guess it hit the ground before Granger was able to make the catch. So
But they don't have replay.
yeah, they did. Unfortunately, we don't have instant replay here in high school, so no coach's challenge possible. The refs just discussed it and decided to reverse it themselves.
I should have wore double socks.
So 2nd and 10, shotgun set 2 wide on either side. Long, speed option. He'll pitch it out, and it'll be almost fumbled by Jaron Fox. He is able to fall on it, but that'll be a loss of a couple. Or actually, they'll say he gained a yard still, but could have been a lot more if he would have stayed on his feet. But either way, they'll bring up a 3rd and 9.
I think I spoke too soon.
Why is that? Oh, with them being able to score?
Yeah.
Yes. Shotgun set 2 wide on either side. They'll run a play action pass, throws it near side to Zincone. He'll make the catch on the comeback route, but I don't think that will be enough.
First down.
Oh,
maybe?
Yep. Yeah, it will be.
Yep.
They'll say he just got enough right at the sticks for another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down. And now, after that first down, they still have 1:50 left. They could still score.
They could still score.
We'll have to see how aggressive they want to be here.
Could get down there and kick a field goal.
True.
But knowing Mark Morris, he probably doesn't want to do that.
Shotgun set 2 wide on the far side. They'll hand it off to Fox. Fox will find a hole before getting taken down at the 27-yard line. That'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and 1. 1:15 left to go in the first half. Shotgun set 2 wide on either side. Long play action pass. Throws it near side on an out route to Zincone, who makes a great catch and tiptoes along the sideline for another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down.
There is a flag.
There is a flag, however.
I don't know.
This may be coming back.
Holding,
Yeah,
I guess?
I'm assuming it's going to be a holding on the Panthers. Yeah, they're marching back, so.
I feel like a holding could probably be the only thing that it was.
Yeah, it's a holding on the Panthers. So now with 1:06 left to go in the half, more than likely the Panthers are going to just play it conservative here.
More than likely. But who knows?
Yeah.
They
I mean,
could-
you never know. Jaron Fox could just break an 80-yard run, too. So.
Or they could do what they did in that St. James game where they launched the ball 45 yards and touchdown.
Shotgun set 2 wide on either side. Ball on the 16-yard line. So if they were to go here, it would be an 84-yard touchdown. They'll run a screen pass out to Fox. Fox still on his feet. Jukes moves one man, still on his feet, tries to break a tackle, and finally gets taken down at the 30-yard line.
Flag.
There is a flag, however. This one also may be coming back due to a holding. Yeah, it's going to be an ineligible man downfield for the Panthers.
Who was illegally down the field?
One, I couldn't tell which lineman it was, but it would have had to have been one of the offensive linemen.
Yes. Back them even further.
Yep.
We
So
can still.
now it'll be a 2nd and 15. Shotgun set 2 wide on the far side. Actually, 3 wide on the far side. Snap, hands the ball off, and getting taken down is Christian Bennett. He'll get taken down at around the 28-yard line.
Good run there by
Yeah.
Christian Bennett, though.
And that'll be just short of the line to gain. They'll hand the ball off again. This time they will get the first down and more. taking it all the way down to the 39-yard line. And that'll be enough for another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down with 18.9 seconds left to go in the first half. Timeout is called by, I believe, Carolina Forest. Yes, it is by Carolina Forest with 15.8 seconds left to go in the first half. And now, with the ball moved all the way up towards the middle of the field, you might potentially see them try to do something here. It's going to be tricky, but they still have 2 timeouts as well.
It could be interesting. Get one. He could get one more run in here, right?
Yeah.
They could go one more run and then 2 deep shots.
Yeah. At the half, we'll bring you all of the notes around the region and go next level and talk a little more about the playoffs and what we can expect moving forward into the playoffs.
And we talk about Irmo and Dutch Fork.
Yes, and Irmo and Dutch Fork.
Because that
is the game of the night.
I love Carolina Forest to death, but
yeah, but
that's kind of more important.
Yeah. I mean, those 2 teams are both very good.
Those
Conway,
2 teams.
Conway, not so much.
Those 2 teams are top 5 in the state.
Yeah. Getting back to action here. Shotgun set, 2 wide on either side. Long takes a snap. Play action pass. He's got some pressure, and it'll get taken down from behind by Tremaine Chandler. And, yeah, that's going to do it for the first half. So at the half, Panthers lead Conway 28-0 here in the city of Halloween. We'll take a quick break and come right back with more Carolina Forest Panther football action.
Sweet! Touchdown Panthers! This offense is really heating up, just like Swig and Swine Barbecue, boasting a starting lineup that includes slow-smoked pulled pork, brisket, ribs, chicken, and turkey, plus all-star sides and desserts that are a touchdown every time. All served up with genuine hospitality from a championship team proud to be part of Carolina Forest Panther Nation. Swig and Swine always delivers a winning mix of quality, flavor, and community. Score big next time by huddling up at any Swig and Swine location and chalk one up in the win column.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Tony McAfee, right here in Carolina Forest, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Tony and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Tony McAfee, it's easy to switch and save. Just give him a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Looking for big flavor in Southern hospitality? Welcome to Logan's Roadhouse. From USDA choice Midwestern beef, hand-cut and aged in-house, to mesquite grilled chicken and fall-off-the-bone ribs, freshness and flavor come first. Our rolls, baked every 8 minutes. Open 7 days a week with 2 convenient locations, Myrtle Beach on Oak Forest Drive and North Myrtle Beach on Highway 17, right across from Alligator Adventure. Dine in, order online, or grab it to go. Don't forget a Roadhouse tea while you wait. No matter how far you've traveled, or if you're just down the road, get on the road to Logan's Roadhouse. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back to the city of Halloween, Conway, South Carolina, as the Panthers are leading the Conway Tigers 28-0 here at halftime, and we'll start off by going around the region here on the halftime show. Panthers clinched the region title last week in their win over Myrtle Beach and will more than likely at this point finish off their third straight undefeated region schedule tonight. The other two games tonight are the other two rivalries around the county, the battle between North Myrtle Beach and Myrtle Beach. Do we have a score on that?
It's 16-6 Myrtle Beach.
Not really all that surprising.
Not at all.
And then the battle of 707, Socastee and St. James. Score on that one?
I'm trying to remember. 7-0 St. James.
Okay. Also, not really all that surprising because Socastee, Conway, and North Myrtle Beach all with just one win in region play and basically trying to stay alive for playoff berths. St. James at 2-2 and then Myrtle Beach at 3-1. Next we'll go next level. Panthers. Coastal had a good win last week. Had a good win last night against Marshall.
Yeah, that would surprise me.
Yeah.
They started out slow, but they took back over.
Yeah. Alabama State this week travels to Prairie View, and Presbyterian is hosting Valparaiso. For Conway, they have two players at the next level and then one in the NFL currently. Jabravion Woodard is at Citadel. Cameron Alston is at Dartmouth. And Tonka Hemingway is with the Raiders.
They play the Jags this week.
Yes, they do. This week, Citadel hosts VMI. Dartmouth travels to Harvard to take on the Crimson, and the Raiders are hosting the Jaguars at Allegiant Stadium.
I'm hoping the Jags win that game.
Of course.
Not to be mean to
Yeah.
Conway graduate, but
Yes.
I need a Trevor Lawrence master class.
So, looking ahead to the second half, not really all that surprising at how this game has gone thus far.
Not at all. I kind of expected it.
Yeah. I maybe expected the Panthers to be up a little bit more, maybe by another touchdown or two. Maybe just enough to get that running clock. But Panthers are in prime position to win this one and move on to having not only a first-round bye next week, but also home field advantage for the entirety of the playoffs.
That will go really well for us.
Oh, absolutely.
So we don't have to travel nowhere.
Nope, we don't gotta go nowhere. But, yeah. First, I don't expect anything less, but how good do you think the Panthers are going to do in the second half, and how long do we see the starters?
They're going to go until they get that 42.
Yeah.
And then they're going to throw the backups in. We're going to be up by 42. It's going to be 42-0. The rest of the game, we're going to win 42-0. Nothing else is going to happen. We're going to go out into the sunset. We're going to enjoy our Halloween night.
If they stay at that, if they do go to the 42, that would push them up 1 point ahead of the 2022 team as the second highest scoring team in program history.
We're going to get it.
They would certainly love to get that, and they only need two touchdowns, so it's not like it's that far off, and especially with how dominant the Panthers have been this season offensively, it would not be surprising to see.
Not at all.
Panthers have only had 2 games this season where they've scored fewer than 30 points. And one of those games, I don't even know why the Panthers, we were there for that game. The New Hanover game, they kind of just let it. That was just a defensive game, I guess.
I don't
Relatively
remember
speaking.
I don't remember
Yes, of
much
course
from that
you-
game.
Of course you don't, because you injured your knee.
That game was, oh my.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I remember.
Yeah.
To be honest, I know we won.
And then, obviously, the only loss that the Panthers have had this season was against Irma, where they still scored 21 points. They have not scored fewer than 20 points all season long. And already have 28 tonight. Like we mentioned, did you mention the Dutch Fork Irmo game?
I did not, but the score for that Dutch Fork Irmo game is 14-7 Dutch Fork.
Not really all that surprising, although Irmo has been hyped all season long. They're ranked number 1 in the 5A media poll. So kind of surprising that game isn't at least more competitive.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show that Dutch Fork is still the cream of the crop in 5A.
They're a scary team, man.
Like we mentioned during pregame, after this game, more than likely Panthers, almost assuredly, especially with the win tonight, will have a first-round bye next week. And then in 2 weeks, based on the RPI, more than likely the Panthers will face the winner of Fort Dorchester against Lexington, the 8 and 9 seeds in the second round of the SCHSL playoffs. I'll let you answer this question in 2 ways. Obviously, the fan/student side of you is going to say, "Oh, we're going to the state championship game." But how far, looking at this team, how far can they go?
Even if I wasn't biased, that ring is coming home. That ring is coming to Carolina Forest.
Okay.
If there's going to be a miracle chance that Dutch Fork gets beat and we play somebody random in the state title and we're winning that game,
Okay.
I feel it.
I feel it too.
I feel like Dutch Fork's going to have some random off week and lose to, like, Clover or something. Some random team in that upstate division.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Clover's in the upstate where Clover is, but
I don't even know if Clover is in 5A.
I just know
But-
they are in 5A because I saw
okay.
them on the scoreboard. but
Then they are in the upstate. So
they were on that scoreboard,
Yeah.
but I don't know why that was the one random school that came to me.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how well this team and kind of getting the bad taste out of their mouth from last year when they went into the playoffs, kind of riding high as well last year with an undefeated region schedule, and then proceeding to get blown out by James Island.
We don't need to talk about James Island.
I understand this. I'm just saying.
James Island was a team that nobody, and when I literally say nobody expected them to be as good as they were
Yeah.
when they walked into the Forest.
Yeah.
And they walked into the Forest and took over and beat us, and it was a very depressing day.
Yes. Absolutely.
And I miss that group of kids, and they should have went farther.
Yeah. I mean, luckily, of course you lost Patrick Mullen, you lost,
Christian.
Christian, and you lost a few good pieces from last year's team, but this team, you still have Jaron Fox, and the offense has been much more dynamic this year than we've ever seen at Carolina Forest,
which is a really good thing.
And I think you're right. I think you are correct that it is thanks to Darren Granger.
He told me week 1, he said, I'm going to tell them to throw the ball.
To throw the ball more. And they have. And it's worked.
It worked. I don't know what blackmail Coach Granger has on Mark Morris.
Because this is definitely not the typical Mark Morris offense that we've seen over the last few years.
Or it's that Morris has a lot of trust in Cameron Long as the quarterback.
Yeah. Which is surprising considering when we went into the season, I was expecting this to be much more of a Cam Long being a dual threat quarterback instead of a pass-first quarterback.
He's always been a good passing quarterback. It was just more of can he be as accurate as most people thought he could be.
As we are about half a minute away from the start of the second half, final half of the 2025 season for the Panthers. Not done yet, though, obviously, with playoffs.
That sounded horrible. Like,
regular season.
There you go.
Regular season.
We're not done yet.
No,
We'll be back.
We are far from done.
We'll be back
in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So we talked about it a little bit earlier, but what is your thought? I mean, obviously, just in terms of overall, you kind of want the bye, but at the same time, they talk about this a lot in the NFL, where you lose kind of that momentum and you see a lot of upsets as a result of those first-round bye teams.
I really think playoff buys are the worst thing ever, to be honest. Like, there's no need for them.
Yeah.
You can just give them the 1 seed and let them, like March Madness, basically.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason for a team to have a bye.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's just because of how many teams are in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Since it's an odd number of teams on each side, you have to have a bye. But
I really don't like the idea.
But either way, that is the way the SEHSL playoffs work. So the Panthers will just have to make sure to stay focused and basically keep everything the same over these next couple of weeks so that they don't have any sort of fall-off issues.
Oh, Dutch Fork's now up 21-7.
I mean, it's only a 14-point spread, so that's not too bad. I mean, I was kind of expecting it to be, neck and neck right, throughout the game, but still.
Switch that around. St. James scored 7, but Socastee scored twice in a row. Socastee's up 14-7.
Wow, that would be interesting because, St. James has 2 wins in the region. Socastee only has 1, so that would assure both teams at least get into the playoffs. But still, more than likely, with how things are going, more than likely Conway will be the cellar dweller of Region 6.
Poor Conway. I had hope in Conway this year, man.
You also had hope in St. James earlier this season.
You should have seen my final rankings for this region.
Who was the bottom? Socastee?
No.
North Myrtle Beach?
Yeah. I looked at North Myrtle Beach and I saw they lost as many, so many seniors. It's like, they're going to be horrible.
I mean, you're going to get close probably. They'll probably be, if Socastee keeps their lead, they'll be the second to the bottom.
Had the Panthers
at the top, obviously.
I had the Panthers winning the region, but at 7-3.
Oh, wow. Who did you? So I'm guessing you had us losing to Hartsville and Ashley Ridge as well.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't know how
good
those two teams were going to be.
Yeah.
And I had no idea how good this Panthers team was going to be.
Well, it's always better to be more pessimistic than it really is than getting your hopes up.
Yeah.
As we are just moments away from getting the second half underway, with the Panthers winning the coin toss and deferring in the beginning of the game, they will receive the second half kickoff and look to expand their 28-0 lead. Refs just making sure that everything is in order. Hall gets ready to kick it away. The whistle's blown, and we are just about set to get the second half underway. Hall tries an onside kick, and it goes out of bounds. And so the Panthers will start on offense with about only half the field, less than half the field actually, to go, as they will mark it at the Conway 46. So a great opportunity to start the second half for the Panthers to score even more points and extend this lead. Shotgun set, 2 wide on either side. Long look over to the sideline for Long. Now he gets set. And takes the snap. Play action pass. Looking
Deep.
down the middle of the field, throwing it deep, and it is caught at the 5-yard line. That is Tayshawn Granger on the reception on the far sideline, and already that's a Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down, and the Panthers are already in goal-to-go position. First and goal from the 6. Shotgun set, hands it off to Long. Long gets stood up in the backfield, however, and will lose 2. Make that, they'll mark him down at the 6. So it'll be a loss of 2
6,
for
7?
Long. Yes.
The 6 or 7 yard line?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it'll be second and goal from the 6.
About to make it 35-0.
Shotgun set, 1 wide on either side. Long takes a snap, play action pass, throws it to Granger on the slant route, and he makes the catch. They're going to mark him down in inches short of the goal line. And it'll be third and goal from the 1. More like the inch yard. Shotgun set, 1 wide on either side. Long takes a snap, hands it off to Fox, and Fox this time
Tuggy.
gets into the end zone for the Swig and Swine Barbecue Carolina Forest touchdown.
About to be 35-0.
Yep. The extra point by Jan is up and good. And with 10.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter, the Panthers now lead at 35-0. We'll take a quick break and come right back with more Carolina Forest Panther football action.
Sweet! Touchdown Panthers! This offense is really heating up, just like Swig and Swine Barbecue, boasting a starting lineup that includes slow-smoked pulled pork, brisket, ribs, chicken, and turkey, plus all-star sides and desserts that are a touchdown every time. All served up with genuine hospitality from a championship team proud to be part of Carolina Forest Panther Nation. Swig and Swine always delivers a winning mix of quality, flavor, and community. Score big next time by huddling up at any Swig and Swine location and chalk one up in the win column.
Panthers lead at 35-0 with 10.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Already 2 points away from eclipsing the 2023 season point total.
2 points.
Yep.
Interesting.
That squib kick will go out of bounds.
Looks like Christian Bird's getting ready to come on.
And Christian Bird is about to come on for Conway.
You just had to reiterate that?
Yep.
I think they heard him loud and clear. I'm still confused on why he's playing offense.
Yeah, but so Conway will start on offense at their own 35-yard line. Shotgun set, one wide on the near side. High snap, play action pass, throwing it deep, and Bird will
Incomplete.
incomplete. And great coverage.
No flags either. So
Yeah, great coverage right there by Jay Alston. And that was, again, Javon Smalls throwing it in the quarterback position.
Bird's going off.
that was a great coverage right there by Jay Alston.
Jay Alston was all over Bird without forcing a pass interference. Shotgun set, 3 wide on the far side. And once again, play action pass, screen pass out to the far side is completely blown up. Smalls passes it out to Henry Lawson on the far side on the screen pass, but he is blown up for a loss of 4.
Drew DeForest.
Drew DeForest on the tackle.
I love how this defense is implementing just like different people
Yeah,
all the time.
The rotation, they keep on rotating guys out. So it'll be 3rd and 14 from the 31-yard line. Long look over to the sideline for Conway. Play clock running down all the way down to 5 seconds. They finally get set and just get the play off. 5-step drop, now stepping up into the pocket, rolling out to his right and throwing it on the run.
No, he has not
Oh,
thrown the
no,
ball
he
yet.
hasn't thrown it yet. Still running and finally, and still on his feet and takes it all the way down.
He threw that ball.
Yeah, oh, no, he finally threw it and it's incomplete. But what a crazy play by Javon Smalls, keeping that play alive.
He wasted like 45
Yeah.
seconds just to do that.
Just to try to get it out, and it falls incomplete.
Again, I know I've already made this reference once today, but that was a very Madden-esque play.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And I believe the intended target was Jordan Jenkins. But
Yep.
either way, it's 4th and 14, and the punt unit is out for Conway.
At least they're getting him the ball, at least, sort of. Could be worse.
Play clock running down. I don't understand. And the play clock is down to 0, and this is going to be a delay of game for Conway.
Did they just like...
They just lost track of time, it seems.
feel like that's like miscommunications or something.
Yeah. Well, I don't understand why, because it was a punt. It's not like you're calling a play.
Maybe they were going to fake it?
Maybe.
I mean, you don't see fake punts all the time.
At all in high school, really.
My mom would always say every time you should at least fake it at least once. They never feel it coming.
Yeah.
And I mean, she's kind of not wrong.
And a long discussion amongst the refs. Not sure what exactly they're discussing. They should be pretty cut and dry.
If you're going to discuss, run the clock.
We're not quite in running clock time yet.
I know. It's just really cold.
Yes.
It got like way colder as soon as that sun went down.
And now, oh, they're going to say there was not.
Did they take a timeout? Or
There's no timeout off the clock unless there was something wrong with the play clock. That's the only thing I can think of. But either way, it's still 4th down, and the punt is about to come. High snap. Punt is off. It's a short kick. It'll take a Conway bounce and will be downed at the 31-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will start on offense.
That Irmo game's at halftime.
Is it still the same score?
Yep. They're talking again.
Again, the refs are talking about something.
They seem to want to talk to each other today. Probably this crew hasn't seen each other in a while. They just want to talk.
Now they get set for play to resume. They'll go 2 running back sets, something we haven't seen much of this season. They'll hand it off to Anderson. Anderson bounces off a tackle, tries to break it to the far side, but will get taken down after a gain of, they'll say 1. And I'll bring up 2nd and 9. Second and 9, ball on the 32-yard line.
I don't know why, but I'm just so cold.
It is cold up here. Shotgun set. They'll go 2 running backs again with
And
both,
an H-back.
with both Bennett and Anderson out there. Looks like presumably and a timeout is now called by Carolina Forest with 8:12 left to go in the third quarter.
Do you think Jaron's day is done?
I was about to say that. I was going to say, especially within that 2 running back set, you would expect Jaron to be out there. So the fact that he's not, you would assume that means his day is done.
I feel like that's got to be early.
Yeah, I guess they want to make sure he's ready to go for the playoffs. And so, and the Panthers, all they need to do is score 1 more touchdown, and it's running clock. So
Yes. And who knows if that's their plan. I mean, that should be the team's plan.
Yeah.
Oh, in general.
I mean, even if it's not necessarily their plan per se, they're probably going to score anyway. Now we're about ready to get back to action. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side. No, they'll go 2 running back set with 2 wide on the near side. Long. Takes the snap, hands it off to Anderson. Anderson tries to get through the lane, but gets blown up in the backfield for a loss of... Oh, no, they'll actually say he gained a yard. So that'll be a 3rd and 8 now.
Running all the receivers out there.
Shotgun set, 2 wide on either side. And Anderson is still out there. So, yeah, you would have to assume that that Fox's day is done. Play action pass, throws it down the middle of the field, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Caden Cole. That'll bring up a 4th down. 7.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
First time you really see the punt team.
Yeah, this is the first time we've seen the punt team for the Panthers all day.
Don't see them much.
No.
That's how efficient our offense is.
Yeah, no, you do not. I don't think we saw them once last week.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, that is a very good thing. High snap. Kick is off. It's a low kick. We'll take a bit of a Panther bounce and will be downed at the 45-yard line. That's where Conway will take over their own 45-yard line. And honestly, with the Panthers not scoring there, it just kind of prolongs the inevitable because instead of the game clock running, now you still have stoppages. Smalls once again in at the quarterback position with only on next to him. Shotgun set, 2 wide on either side. And whistles are blown. Looks like this is going to be a false start on Conway, and yes, it is. So that'll make it a 1st and 15 to start the drive.
They seem to be getting a lot of false start penalties this game.
Yeah.
I feel like most teams get a lot of false start penalties against us.
Yeah, I think it's because of how good the defense is and just how much movement the defense has. So there's a lot of trickeration within the defense. That pass was caught along the near side sideline by Garrett Thomas for a gain of 10. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 now.
You're back to where you started.
Yep, just back to where it all began. 2nd and 10, ball on the 45-yard line. Snap, hands the ball off. Oh, no, keeping himself as small as he'll try to do it himself. Will be ferried out of bounds at around the 48-yard line for a gain of 3. They'll actually say he only got 2. They'll mark him out at the 47. That'll bring up a 3rd and 8. And something else I've noticed, especially in games like this for the Panthers, is that the first half they'll dominate and score a ton of points, and then they'll kind of lay off, and you won't see much scoring in the second half. Shotgun set, 3 wide on the near side. Play action pass. Smalls throws it down the middle of the field, lofts it high, and it is intercepted by Oh, no, he dropped it. I thought for sure that Aiden Armstrong had it, but he was not able to hold on to it as he fell backwards.
He had it, but the receiver ended up playing DB on that one.
Yeah. So that'll bring up a 4th and 8 now for Conway.
I always got to love when the receiver becomes a DB.
Oh, yeah.
Not for us right
there.
Yeah,
no,
but
of course. It's always interesting to see. Once again, Brantley Hall will have to boot it away. 6.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. High snap. And, oh, no, they're going to run the trick region. The broadcaster jinx.
I told you. Do it at least once.
Yep. You called it, but they do not get enough for the first down. Marked down at the 48-yard line. Although both teams are kind of waiting on something.
I feel like it's clearly obvious they did not get the first down.
The refs are discussing something. And now they're going to move the ball forward. Oh, it was a personal foul on Conway, and the penalty will be declined. So the Panthers will, oh no, they'll accept it. It'll be after the play. So the Panthers will now get the ball back deep in Conway territory, all the way down at the 37-yard line. And that's where the Panthers will go back on offense.
Matthew Kellner is in the game.
So all of the backups coming in now for Carolina Forest. Matthew Kellner in at the helm. Shotgun set 3 wide on the near side for Carolina Forest. Kellner takes a snap, play action pass, screen pass out is thrown a little wide of Kevin Green.
I feel like a touchdown is coming for this second group.
Yes, not even just second group, third group. Kevin Green, someone we haven't called his name all season long. So basically, I mean, it is the last game of the regular season. So basically, giving the seniors an opportunity who don't normally play an opportunity to get on the field. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side. Kellner takes a snap, hands the ball off. Bennett finds a hole. He's got a few guys in front of him, and he finally gets taken down at the 36-yard line.
All the runs Christian Bennett's had so far in this game are all very positive and moving the ball forward.
And that'll be enough for another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down. 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side. Snap, play, read option. Kellner keeps it himself and will get a gain of a few. They're going to say he only got 1. And it'll be a 2nd and 9 from the 25-yard line. Kellner looking over to the sideline for a play call. Jaden Anderson comes back into the game for Bennett. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side. Kellner takes a snap, hands it off. Anderson finds a hole and will get taken down at the 17-yard line. 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Will be just maybe 2 yards short of the line to gain, so it'll be a 3rd and 2.
We're gonna get first down.
Oh yeah.
Going to the end zone. Gonna get that 42. Just let that clock run.
Panthers in the red zone. Kellner takes a snap, read option. Oh no, and he does hand it off to Anderson. And Anderson is able to get through the line all the way up to the 2. We'll mark him down at the 3-yard line. But that will be enough for another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down with 4.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
They're going to pile it in there. Touchdown.
Yep.
Feel it coming.
Long look over to the sideline for the Panthers, but plenty of time on the play clock.
They're just going to take as long as they can to call this play.
Just run out the clock. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side. Kellner takes a snap, hands it off to Anderson. Anderson just finds the blockers. Oh, no, they're going to actually say he was just a yard short. The Tiger defense pushes him back right as he was about to cross the plane. And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal from the 1. Shotgun set, 1 wide on either side. Kellner once again hands off to, no, this time he keeps it himself, and he will get into the end zone for the touchdown. That's another Swing and Swine Barbecue Carolina Forest touchdown. And with the extra point, that will result in not only a running clock, but also the Panthers, this team moving up to the number 2 spot in the most scoring points team in program history. going past the 2023 and 2022 teams, and the extra point is good, and that makes it official. This team has scored 432 points in 10 games. And now with the 42 spot on the board, running clock, which I'm confused. I don't know why the clock is not running. Should be running.
Should be running right now.
I believe so. But that will bring us to a quick break. We'll come right back with more Carolina Forest Panther football action.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Tony McAfee, right here in Carolina Forest, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Tony and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Tony McAfee, it's easy to switch and save. Just give him a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Now the clock is running. Just under 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. The kick is fielded at the 34-yard line. That's where Conway will start on offense.
Gotta love the running clock, man.
Oh, yeah.
The running clock is very, very helpful.
So considering that, the game should be over around 9:40, 9:30, 9:40. So, yeah, now that it's official, what does it say for this team that they've just been so dynamic offensively that they are the second highest scoring team in program history?
It means they have a chance. That means they're with that 2019 team.
Yeah.
It gives them a chance to be the best team in program history.
Shotgun set, 3 wide on the near side. 5-step drop. Looks down the middle of the field. High throw is incomplete.
What's the flag?
Tried to get it
What's the flag?
out to Aiden Day. This may be a pass interference, however, on the Panthers, but we'll see.
It's in the backfield, so I don't think it's PI. It might be roughing the passer.
Yeah, it's a roughing the passer on the Panthers.
He hit him just after the ball left. That's not.
Yeah.
That's a little much.
Always a tough call on those types of plays when you're, where your momentum is basically taking you into the quarterback as they throw it.
Yeah. There's nothing you can do to help that.
Yeah.
You can immediately fall on the floor, but
First and 10, ball on the Conway 49-yard line. They'll hand it off. And a gain of 2 for only. Actually, they'll mark it all the way up at the 48-yard line, so that'll be a 2nd and 7. Less than a minute to go in the third quarter, and it'll be a running clock all the way through the rest of the way. Shotgun set, 2 wide on either side.
are they finally going to get their star receiver involved?
Doubtful. Smalls takes the snap, hands the ball off, and nowhere to go again as the Panther front is right there to stop only at the 50-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th and 9. Excuse me, 39.
Yeah, you got third and 9 coming up.
End of the quarter.
And they'll end the third quarter with the Panthers leading it 42-0. Another thing of note for this game, well, I'll mention it when we come back here on the Carolina Forest Panther Football Network.
Looking for big flavor in Southern hospitality? Welcome to Logan's Roadhouse. From USDA choice Midwestern beef, hand cut and aged in-house to mesquite grilled chicken and fall off the bone ribs. Freshness and flavor come first. Our rolls baked every 8 minutes. Open 7 days a week with 2 convenient locations, Myrtle Beach on Oak Forest Drive and North Myrtle Beach on Highway 17 right across from Alligator Adventure. Dine in, order online, or grab it to go. Don't forget a Roadhouse tea while you wait. No matter how far you've traveled or if you're just down the road, get on the road to Logan's Roadhouse. We'll see you soon.
Start of the fourth quarter here in Conway. And
Run
it'll
that
be
clock.
a running clock for the rest of the way. And Carolina Forest more than likely will be getting the ball back after this play. One other thing that is notable for this game, and ironically, if the score stays the same as it is right now, if the Panthers do not score anymore, shotgun set, they'll run I don't even know what the plan was there, as Javon Smalls just kept on backing up and backing up and backing up and finally gets sacked all the way back at the 31-yard line.
He seemed to do that a lot this game.
Yeah. But ironically, if the score stays the same, it would be the exact same score as the Panthers put on Conway last year, 42-0, and it would be tied for the 8th biggest win in program history. If they score any more, then that will move up, obviously.
We lost 70-0 in 2008 against Myrtle Beach.
Yep.
That's like
Bad.
bad.
Yeah. Conway coming out to punt it away. The punt is up, and McDowell will just let it roll. It'll take a Conway roll and be downed at the 37-yard line. That's where the Panthers will go back on offense and presumably just kind of just try to let this clock run out. Maybe try to score again.
Maybe. There's still too much time left to try to not score.
Oh,
again.
yeah. Long look over to the sideline for Kellner. Kellner now gets set, hands the ball off, and
Nope, he keeps it.
no, Kellner keeps it himself. He tricked everyone and gets all the way up to the 44-yard line, and that'll be enough for another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down. But yeah, this is coming. Yeah, this one's coming back. I thought I saw the players moving back, and the Panther faithful here in Conway are not happy about that call. This will be a holding on Carolina Forest. Pushing them all the way back to the 27-yard line.
You can't help what the ref sees. Even if it is a bad call, there's no replay, so you just have to take it, basically.
Hey, longer field for the Panthers to take more time off the clock.
Yep. That was a good little run there by
Yeah.
Congo.
Yeah. And a great read option because I thought for sure Bennett had the ball. Shotgun set 2 wide on either side. Kellner will throw it this time. Low throw is caught, and almost getting all the way to the first down marker is Josiah Fisher.
Good little play right there.
Yeah, good little slant route for Fisher.
Ball was a little short, but he got there.
And this is something else that is good for the Panthers. You know, obviously they're looking forward to the playoffs this year, but now you get to see kind of what's the future going to look like for the Panthers next season, as both Kellner and Fisher are both juniors and more than likely will be focal points of the offense next year.
And Christian Bennett and all of them.
snap. Hands it off to Bennett. Bennett tries to plow through. He gets past the line. He gets to the second level. Gets down the far side sideline. And finally gets pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Or excuse me, the 20-yard line. But not before another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down. Another scrappy run by Bennett. Eight minutes left to go in this one.
Already down to 7 minutes, 50 seconds.
Yep.
Gotta love the running clock. It goes quick, man.
Yeah. Shotgun set, one wide on either side. Hands it off to Bennett again. Bennett plows through the line and finally gets taken down at the 14-yard line. Another good little scrappy run by Bennett.
He's pretty good at those.
Yeah.
I never saw him as a power back because of how small he
Yeah.
is, but he has some power in him.
He is very similar to Jaron Fox in a way, where he has both size and speed.
He's a muscle hamster.
Yeah. Yes.
I love that nickname.
Shotgun set, two wide on the near side. Kellner takes a snap, hands off. Oh, no, this time Kellner keeps it himself, and he will get waylaid at around the 8-yard line.
There's a flag.
There is a flag, so we'll see what the call is. Refs discussing.
I feel like it's like, I don't know what this could be, to be honest.
Yeah, might be a holding maybe. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, it's going to be a holding on the Panthers.
Wow. Run the clock.
So that'll push the ball back to the 15-yard line. Shotgun set, two wide on the far side. Kellner takes a snap, throws it in route, caught by, and a touchdown by Andrew Shoup. Andrew Shoup on a nice little in route, and he takes it to the haunted house. I had to get in there at some point.
Surprised you fixed your way into getting it in there.
Yep.
I thought you were done with your puns.
Nope. And that'll make it 48-0 with 6.5 minutes left to go in the game. And with that, that pushes this game up with the extra point. The extra point is up and good. And that will push this game up to tied for 5th biggest win in program history. Tied with West Florence in 2019, a 63-14 win, and Socastee in 2015, a 55-6 win.
55-6.
Yup.
Weird scoreline. I should have wore like two pairs of socks.
Hey, we're almost done here.
I know, but man, is it surprisingly super cold out here in Conway.
Yes. We'll take a quick break and come right back with more Carolina Forest Panther football action.
Sweet! Touchdown Panthers! This offense is really heating up, just like Swig and Swine Barbecue, boasting a starting lineup that includes slow-smoked pulled pork, brisket, ribs, chicken, and turkey, plus all-star sides and desserts that are a touchdown every time. All served up with genuine hospitality from a championship team proud to be part of Carolina Forest Panther Nation. Swig and Swine always delivers a winning mix of quality, flavor, and community. Score big next time by huddling up at any Swig and Swine location and chalk one up in the win column.
49-0 Panthers leading this one as the kickoff is fielded and taken down to the 30. They'll mark him down at the 36-yard line. And this will also be the second shutout the Panthers have had this season.
Why'd you say it? You said it way too early.
5.5 minutes left to go. I don't think they're scoring.
This Conway offense could be. They have like the fifth quarterback for a 10.
Shotgun set 2 wide on either side. Read option, rolling out and trying to get something, but getting pushed out of bounds after a gain of a couple. That is number 19. We have to go all the way. They're bringing all of the backups, the super backups.
Fifth string quarterbacks.
Yep, fifth string quarterbacks for Conway. That is Skylar Gibson in at quarterback for Conway. Snap, hands the ball off, trying to find a hole before getting taken down at the 45-yard line. That'll be number 35, Trevez Taylor on the carry. Bringing up a 3rd and 2. 4.5 minutes left to go in this one. Shotgun set 2 wide on either side. Snap. Hands the ball off, and this time Taylor is blown up in the backfield for a loss of 2.
Great tackle. Braylon Fernandez.
Yeah, Braylon Fernandez coming in for that tackle. And that'll bring up a 4th and 5. And now can you acknowledge that I was right?
Yes.
4 minutes left to go in this one. Conway punting it away. This should more than likely be the last possession of the game.
I just didn't want you to say it too early, and they went down there and.
Fair enough.
That announcer's jinx is real, man.
I understand this entirely.
They do it a lot in the NFL.
Yeah.
Oh, they're faking it.
Oh, it's a high. Oh, no. Yeah, they're going to fake it, and
They're going to get it.
they just get enough. They get all the way up to around the 50-yard line, and that will be a first down for Conway. So, yeah, you may be right. But they only have 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to potentially score a touchdown, and between a running clock and how run-heavy this Conway offense has been, I just don't think they have enough time.
Somebody call a timeout. Would that even stop the clock?
Yes, it would. Or, wait, the clock is still running. I don't know if a timeout was called or not. There is a timeout off the board for the Panthers.
I don't think a timeout was called.
No, I think they were just huddling up for a moment. Shotgun set, 2 wide on either side. Snap, 2-step drop. Looks to the far side, and it is intercepted. Panthers with the interception, trying to get some blockers. Still on his feet and finally getting taken down at the 40-yard line. Ray Cunningham on the interception. And, yeah, with 2 minutes left to go in this one, that will all but seal it. And, again, another high lofter that this time, finally, the Panthers come down with the interception after 2 opportunities earlier on in the game went for naught.
Yes. They still have 2 timeouts, or 3 timeouts.
Yeah, but I don't think – do you really think they're going to try to use them?
They're petty.
True.
You know Conway.
Uh-huh. Minute and a half left to go in this one. Snap. Hands the ball off. And Bennett will be held up after a gain of 1. Make it 2. And with a minute left, probably only 2 plays left to run for the Panthers before this one is over.
Oh, I finally stopped shivering.
Quickie left.
Shotgun set, 2 wide on the far side for Carolina Forest.
It still feels weird to me that their track isn't, like, next to their football field.
Yeah, surrounding their football field. And that'll be caught along the far sideline on the screen pass and brought all the way down to the 36-yard line. That was Kevin Green again on the reception. And, yep, you were right. Conway, I think, did call a timeout because the clock is stopped with 23.2 seconds left
There is literally no reason
in the
to do
game. But no timeout came off the board, so I'm not sure exactly why.
that. Game over, basically.
Yeah. The refs are discussing something over on the far sideline.
He's basically basically Morris telling him to be normal and don't do anything.
Yeah. Because especially with this being a rivalry game and all of that, especially with a blowout like this, tempers can flare sometimes at the end of these games. Are they Okay, wait, yeah, are they lining up? Yeah, okay, the clock is running now, and they're lining up for the handshake, so that will do it. Final score, 49-0. Panthers finish off the 2025 regular season in dominant fashion over their crosstown rivals, the Conway Tigers. We will have a bye week next week, almost assuredly. Panthers will have a bye week next week, being the number 1 seed in the lower state. And then more than likely we'll be facing off against the winner of the first round matchup between Fort Dorchester and Lexington in 2 weeks. Once everything becomes official, we will post it on Twitter, but that is the assumption right now. Any final words for the last game of the regular season?
We 9-1, baby.
Yeah, we 9-1. Panthers move up to 9-1. Conway drops to 2-8 on the season. Once again, final score 49-0. Panthers win it in dominant fashion. For Miles Matter, I'm Brandon Biskobing saying good evening, everyone. And we'll talk to you guys in a